What's up, y'all? It is Saturday, September the 14th here in North Carolina, and I am finally headed to the woods. Opening day was last Saturday. Ended up getting a really bad migraine like Thursday night, and it didn't go away, and then ended up spending half of Saturday in the hospital last weekend. So Sunday was recovery and then work. So here we are, finally getting out in the woods. I have no idea where I'm going to go still. I am way behind. I think I have been in the woods a total of 4 times this year so far, this entire year, including all, scouting. And only one of those times was out of this public piece that I'm headed to. Luckily it's big, there's a lot of options, and I'm gonna get in the woods. So we've got a long season of in-season scouting ahead of us, I think. But tonight, I don't think I'm gonna push my luck too hard. I'm not gonna go too deep. I'm gonna go and set up kind of where I can see a bunch of trails that come out of really good bedding, and see where the deer are coming out. But yeah, I'm excited to at least get in a tree, hang out, and enjoy God's creation. So stick with us, and we will catch you when we get there. Later. Alright, what's up, guys? It is 4:25. Finally, I've got set up. We're kind of in a drainage, kind of in the middle of the drainage, but there's an old logging trail that's pretty well grown over up here, and then there's a bunch of bedding on the other side of that, and if you kind of follow that direction, there's a really good crossing for the main trail. So I'm hopeful that whatever's coming from the bedding on the other side of the road in will come down this path. And it's super thick in here, but I've got some really good cover in front of me and behind me, and I've got a pretty good open lane to shoot, both at 11 o'clock, and then I've got a couple of windows over off to the 9 o'clock area. So we'll see. Wind's in my face. It's been pretty windy today, but it seems to be gonna slow it down. The leaves are still on, obviously, so it's hard to see very far, but we'll see what we can see. I think this is going to end up being a really good spot, kind of a good hub, maybe a staging area. So I'm gonna, after dark, I've already got a spot picked out for it to drop one of my old tree edge cameras, and then put down a mock scrape. So we'll get that set up when the hunt's over. But for now, we're gonna settle in and enjoy being in the woods. Talk to you guys in a little bit. Alright, it's getting to crunch time. Man, I guess it's alright, it's just a shadow. It's getting near to crunch time. Wind's starting to pick up, which is good. I'm kind of playing a little dangerous with the thermals. The drops down that way. So if a deer gets past me, they'll probably smell me unless this wind keeps coming. Kind of from in front of me, it overpowers the thermals. So nothing so far. I still think this would be a good spot. Just may not be a good spot for them this evening. I'll throw a camera out regardless, and we'll see what goes on this week. If it doesn't show any promise this week, I'll probably pick it up on Friday on my way in and then set up somewhere else. That's a wrap for tonight. Didn't see any deer, but I'm gonna hop down, pack up, and put a camera up really quick before all of the light's gone. Obviously it's pretty dark from a camera perspective, but I can see still. Alright, so we're gonna climb down, get that done, and then get out of here. I'm getting hungry. See you guys next week. I think the plan will be Friday. I don't know if this will go out as part of its own video or if it'll just go out with next weekend's hunts, but the plan will be Friday to come in and either hunt here based on what that camera's doing, says, or take the camera and go somewhere else. So there are a lot of places, there's a lot of spots around this piece of public that I can hunt, so I've got some
more ideas. Just gotta see where the deer are. I've got 2 cameras I need to move as well, so maybe we'll try to get that done Friday. But all depends on what the cameras are doing this week and how much time I've got on Friday, because I'm still gotta work. So, alright, talk to y'all later. Peace.
What's up, guys? So it is Friday, September the 20th, down here in North Carolina, and we're headed back out. Forgot my GoPro at home, so if we see some deer, we'll have one angle, but we won't have back at me. But the last time I forgot my GoPro at home, I saw a bunch of deer and then killed one the next day, so maybe that's a good omen. Tonight, the plan, I'm getting a late start again. So it's after 5 o'clock already, so the plan's going to be kind of walk past where I was last Saturday and then go in. There's some really thick bedding cover, some open-ish woods, and then a drainage down to the swamp where there's a bunch of oaks. So I'm going to set up kind of in between the bedding and the oaks and see if I can't catch some deer coming through. Tonight's probably going to be more of an observation sit than a kill sit, but we're going to be out there and see what we can see. Try to get a line on something for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, if nothing good happens tonight, might just sleep a little late tomorrow morning, and then around right at daylight head out and just do a bunch of scouting. But we'll see. So stay tuned. We'll catch you guys in a little bit later.
Alright, so this behind me is the old grown-up logging road. You can barely see that it's a logging road right now. I mean, it's pretty well grown over. Kind of once you get past these first couple trees, it opens up a little bit, but we're gonna walk down actually this logging road and then probably grab the camera from last week really quick because it's right on the edge. I've only had 1 deer on it the whole week, and that was this morning, so not really super hopeful about that. But we're gonna grab that, and then we're gonna keep walking a ways and then kind of cut in probably about 100 yards further down this road from where I was last week, and then cut in and go about, I don't know, another couple 100 yards to get set up. But we're going to try to make it quick and snappy and get set up sooner than later. We got about 2 hours until sunset, so it's crank time. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Someone stopped shooting. I don't know, but I'll turn the camera around here in a minute, but we've got probably 80 yards behind the camera is where the corner of the bedding is, and then it runs probably 150 or 200 yards that way, and then the same, it's almost a square, runs back that way. So I gotta be really quiet. Got in really quiet. It's really wet today, so I was able to get in quiet and I got in clean. So I'm hopeful that I'll see something. I don't really have that many good shooting lanes, and I don't think I'm close to where they're gonna come out and walk through, but I can see most of the way down that direction. I can see a good ways down that direction, and then I can see down this drainage, and then a good ways down. I've got a lot of visibility out here, which is what I wanted. This is more of an observation sit, so we're gonna get quiet, get the binos out, and wait and see. So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll get an eye on something that's gets our heart pumping, and then in the morning we can set up to kill it. But, all right, talk to you guys in a minute. Alright, it's 7 o'clock. Sunset's at like 7:20, I think. So it's getting pretty close to crunch time. I think I heard a deer blow at least twice back. So behind the camera, like kind of just outside of the bedding, but I was nowhere near there. And they weren't close enough to see me. My wind's good. It's going that way, so I don't know what that was all about. They haven't come this way yet, though, so still hopeful. Night's not over. I think this will eventually produce. I just don't know when, so we'll see. The real question is going to be, do I put that camera up on my way out, or do I wait and put it up in the morning? Time will tell. I'll keep you guys posted. Alright, it's pretty much the end of camera light. I can barely see my sight, so we're going to start climbing down. No deer tonight. I heard some movement back behind me, and then I heard those deer blow back that way, so I don't know, I must just be out of the game still, obviously. I still haven't fully decided where I'm going to put that camera. If I'm going to put it out tonight or tomorrow morning. Full disclosure, there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to sleep in the morning. So I'll probably just hang out those scrapes on my way out, freshen them up, and see what happens. So if we're not back out here tomorrow morning, we'll be back out here Sunday afternoon. I've got stuff to do tomorrow afternoon, Saturday afternoon, so be out here after church. Probably just gonna scout Sunday afternoon. I'm gonna get I got the new Predator pack, so I'm gonna get that set up as like a super lightweight pack, and I'm just gonna throw that on my back and walk in. If I find something that's worth setting up, overall setup, otherwise I'm just gonna walk. Try to do as many miles as I can. So, thanks for watching. We're just putting puzzle pieces, getting more puzzle pieces so we can make the puzzle right now. So, it's a long season, got quite a bit of time left.
What's up, y'all? It is Sunday, the 23rd of September, and we're out here. So tonight the plan is to do a bunch of walking. I don't have any expectations that I'm going to set up. I've got all my stuff. I wanted to get my lighter set up. I've got a new Predator pack. And I'm really excited to get a lighter setup rolling for that, just for days like today, but it wasn't in the cards, so we're carrying the fur pack tonight, and just gonna have to suck it up. It's about 85 degrees, winds out of the northwest, relatively steady. It's pretty steady while I was getting ready, and it's clear skies, so it's really nice afternoon. A little hot, but yeah, I'm trying to make up for some of the scouting I did with it now. During the preseason. Got a camera that's been out for months and months and months. I'm gonna grab, put it down, and I'm pretty sure I already know I'm gonna pull it back up. So I'm gonna do a big loop and see what we see. Yeah, hopefully get ready and get some ideas for next weekend. Next Saturday will be the first like full day I have to hunt of the season, so I'm looking forward to that. But until then, catch you guys later. Alright guys, so I haven't gotten very far. I decided to veer off the main
rest of this scouting mission shapes up, the rest of the season shapes up, I'll definitely remember this crossing. Go back here later this year. So I've also had like 3 sneezing fits, so I can't stop sneezing, which is kind of frustrating, but well, I think I've kept them pretty quiet so far. Keep walking and see what we see. Catch you guys on the walk. Alright, so I'm back down at the spot where I had a camera like all last year. There's the creek's behind me, and then right there, wait, where's my hand? Okay, yeah, right there is a Beaver Dam Creek crossing, and so I was hopeful that it would be a good spot for the deer to come through and cross, but it was so dry last year they hardly used it, and now there's so much water in here. I've only seen like 2 sets of tracks, maybe even 1 set of really small tracks going through here. So I'm gonna pull it down, and I don't know that I have time because of my detour earlier. I don't know if I have time to go all the way to where I was planning to go today. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this camera, this multi-edge behind me, and put it at that crossing where I was a while ago. It's up closer to the road, and honestly it's really not that far out of my way to just drop it off. And I'd rather have a camera out than have a camera sitting in my backpack. So if it sits out all week, doesn't get any pictures, fine, so be it. But hopefully we'll catch some action on that crossing. But yeah, we're gonna pull this down. I was really hoping that since the water is so high that there'd be a lot more traction or action through here, but I'm not seeing it. The ground's really soft and wet, so if there were deer going through here consistently, you'd be able to tell. So we'll pull it down and relocate it. Oh, this might be a terrible idea, but I'm gonna try to take the short way home, go across the land bridge, and try to cut back that way. I don't know how much water is over there, so I'm not sure I'll be able to make it. But in theory, we'll get back half the time, definitely half the distance, and I may be able to pull another camera while we're at it. So we'll see what happens. Well, the water just got to the top of my boots, and I still have a long way to go, so probably not going to give up. We're going to go the long way, though. I'm trying really hard not to swim today. Oh well, we tried.
Well, about 45 seconds after I finished that last video when I decided I had to turn around at that land bridge, I remember that I made a really dumb decision when I was about 100 yards from my truck on the way out and decided not to come back and get my headlamp, which I had left in my front seat. And because I thought, you know what, if I don't have a headlamp, then I can't climb a tree, and this will force me to scout. What I didn't think about is that it always takes me longer to get around this place than I expect. And so I probably should have had it. And so I used my phone flashlight most of the way back. Had to use my phone flashlight to put up that camera. Hopefully it's in the right spot. I'm really not sure, but there's a better chance of catching a deer out there than in my truck. So we'll put it out and we'll see what happens this week. So note to self, just go back for your headlamp. Don't be lazy. But another, I'll call it successful. We learned some stuff, found some good crossings, learned that the deer are certainly not using that river crossing or creek crossing like I expected they wouldn't be after my intel that I got last year, lack thereof. So yeah, just checking places off. Back home, eat some food, and then it's back to work for the week. Hope you guys have a good week, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.